what is the plan to get this working without any problems? Okay. To get this working without any problems, you must draw a table like this. Okay. If you do not draw this table, if you do not create this table, I am not interested in any problems. I am saying you must draw this table. If you do not draw this table, you know more than me. And so if things don't work, it's your problem because you know more than me. Okay? You must draw up a table like this. First of all, you need to think of every type of number. These are the normal types of numbers in most countries. Okay? So if for all the different types of numbers that you want to treat differently, that you want to allow or block, put them in a new line. Every type of number that you must allow or block, put it in a new line. Next column is you write down the different numbers for the type of number. So emergency in this example is 119. Local is 25678. National is 020304. You put it into the same table, okay? If you have everything together in one table, programming is very easy. The next thing is all the different types of numbers. You put them in a different root number. See there? All the numbers are different. Next thing is you put all the roots. These are all the roots. You put them all into different restriction numbers. Into different restriction numbers. And you can make them the same. 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. Okay? So this is the first part. This part is going to help you configure the trunking part. So this part I needed to know, I must know all my different types of numbers. The second part is you must know your different types of users. Okay? So each of your different types of users gets its own core number. See there? Its own core number. Okay? And then I also suggest you write down an example extension for each of these different types of users. And then the customer will say, okay, emergency, all my different users must dial emergency. So emergency is all allowed. You're filling in across the table now. All my different types of users must be able to dial emergency. So all allowed. And the customer will say, okay, maybe middle management users cannot dial local. So where does middle management cross over with local? There. This one must be denied. Okay. The customer might say mobile numbers. Cleaning staff cannot dial. General staff cannot dial. C-level manager cannot dial. Service staff cannot dial. So for mobile, you're moving across. C-level is denied. General staff is denied. CEO is denied. Service is denied. Okay, so you build up your table based on what the customer has told you. You build up this allow denies. Okay? So once your table is complete, you can start programming. So I am going to program this. Okay. You will have a lab where you must draw up your own table. You can't use this one. Okay. Draw up your own table and program it and test it so that you understand what is going on. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to ask you, I will ask you, show me your table. And if you cannot show me your table, I will say, I am not interested. You fix it yourself. So I will paste this in the chat window so you can see what I've programmed. Okay? Because I'm going to take this off screen. Take this off screen. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything that I've programmed. Clear that. That. Go to my digits dialed. Delete that. Delete two numbers. And my roots. I'm going to clear the two roots that I've configured. So according to my table, I have I have 7 different. So I'm going to program from root number 1, change page. In this lab, they're all going out on zip trunks. I need 7 of these. all going out this lab on the same peer profile. I need 7. They all belong to a different group number and make it the same as the root number. That is what I have in my table. All must have digit modification 5. Okay, and according to my table, root number 1 is the emergency root. Save. Balance it. Okay, so there's my 7 roots. There's my 7 roots. And my class restriction group is the same as the root number. Okay? Now I can program my digit style. Add 9 for a line, 119 for emergency, and that is the full emergency number, so there's no digits to follow. Goes out on route number 1. My second row is 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 numbers in a nice sequence. Starting from 9 for a line, 5. Increase by 1. And maybe, I don't know how many digits they can dial. And that must go out on route 2. Then I just have to program the 92. So add 1 digit, 92, unknown, route 2. Okay. My next one, national number, 02, 03, 04. That's in a nice sequence. 3 of them. 902. Increment by 1. Unknown. That must go out on route 3. See how easy it is if you have a table. And mobile numbers is 909. Unknown. Go out on route 4. International 002. So 9002. Unknown. Goes out on route 5. Nine 1800. Go out on route 6. The last one, 90204. Go out on route 7. Okay. So I have finished the gray part. The gray part links to this using the core number. Okay, so the gray part and the green and red part are linked together by the core number. Okay, core group number. So I go to the core group number, core groups. I can do a change page. Core group 1, I have allows in every single column. So I'll put nothing in here. Core group 2, I have a deny under core 3. So I'll put 3. Core group 3, I have a deny under 1. So I'll put 1. Core group 4, I have a deny in 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, do it that way, comma, or I can do the range, 4-5. 4 is 1, 2, 4, 5. Number 5 is 1, 3, 4. Number 6 is 1 and 4. 7 is 1 to 4. Say. Okay. And then the extensions we will use 2041 all the way to this example 2046. Okay, so 2041, 2042, 3, 4, 5, 6. So and notice in my example the extension numbers are in a nice sequence. The core numbers are in a nice sequence. So this makes programming very easy. I go to user and devices, advanced configuration, station attributes. I want extension 2041, this one. I can do a range programming. 2041 to 6 is 6 numbers, 2041 to 2046. I want the class of restriction day. Class of restriction day, I want to increment. Starting from 1, increase by 1. So 2041 is restriction number 1. 2042, restriction number 2. 2043, restriction number 3, and so on. 2046, restriction number 6. Finished. Okay, you see how easy that was? It's too easy. You draw this table and it is very, very easy. You do not do this table, it is very difficult. You do not do this table, I am not interested in your problem. You cannot show me this table, I am not interested in this problem. Okay? I have, in previous classes, I've got students who think they're too clever, they don't need to do this table, things don't work. Then they say, Victor, why it's not working? I ask them for the table, they can't show it to me. I say, I don't want to know. They don't draw the table, they know more than me, they can fix it themselves. Okay, so I'm going to throw you into the deep end. You must read configure trunk part. You must read this. And before you do anything, delete, like what I have done, delete any ARS details. Clear your roots. Clear all your class restriction roots. Then you must read this. These are the different types of numbers. Okay? Then these are the restrictions. Local emergency national. And these are the extensions that must be assigned to these restrictions. Okay, Mal?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Right. So this is going to maybe take you a long time. So we have a lunch break first. So lunch. Back at 11:45. Back at 12:45. Is that okay?
Yes, okay, sir.
That's a whole hour. Back at 12:45.
Yeah.
Then you do that lab. What lab is that? Then you do lab 57. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See you later.
See you later.
Bye bye.